In this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways how to mobilize your pelvis in a seated position. We're going to start in a seated position. Use a chair that have slightly harder surface and make sure you're sitting on the edge of the chair so you are not overly tucking your pelvis. From here, pull the tissues of your legs and glutes side to side so you can sense your sit bones a little bit better. After that, you can either put your hands around your pelvis or find the front of your pelvic bones. Make sure they are pretty centered so you don't have one side behind the other. And then from here, you're gonna slightly guide your pelvis to tip forward and anteriorly tilt. When you do that, make sure you're not just anteriorly tilting your pelvis and pushing your belly forward, but you're also lifting your chest up. So you're gonna feel like your body gets a little bit taller and your chest is moving up towards your chin, not your belly forward. From here, we're gonna slowly start tucking the pelvis. So if you can imagine that we have pockets on the back of our trousers, we want to feel like the pockets are like going down towards the chair. And then after that, we want to get the pockets up and forward with chest also lifting up. Okay, so again, make sure that these bones, pelvic bones, are moving at the same speed and we're not letting one side move faster than the other. Focus on a slow control motion without tensing your belly or any other part of your body. Make sure your feet stays nice and grounded so you're not lifting your heels or your toes when you're moving. For the second variation on the second mobilization, we're gonna work into pelvis rotation. You can place a small ball between your legs, but you can do it without any props. So we're gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna find the front of our bone so we can wrap our hands around the pelvis. And this time I'm gonna think about we want to bring one side of the pelvis back while the other one is moving forward, okay? We're gonna try to focus on mainly moving the pelvis and rotating the pelvis, but you could feel like your body is turning as well. So try to look forward when you do that. You want to avoid lifting your heels and pushing through your toes when you're doing that. So we focus on getting the motion, the rotation more to the pelvis and the leg bones and not using the feet for that purpose. Try to stay nice and tall, but you don't want to be pushing this time ribcage forward or back. We're trying to stay a little bit more center, but we still want to have head over the chest and chest over the pelvis. Again, into that seated position and make sure your feet are still nice and flat on the ground so we're not pushing into the toes again to get our motion. I want you to see if you can start just getting a little bit of a hike on one side and you will feel like your hips are coming off the chair and then slowly getting into the other side, okay? So this is the hardest and it will require a little bit of rotation as well, but we are not aiming to twist and turn. We're just trying to hike one side, drop the other, and then do the opposite. Notice if you can actually access and sit into that side when you're going into the drop. So you again might need to sit a little bit closer to the edge of the chair to do that.